By 2024, Plug Power could be one of the biggest investments in your life. Hey there friends, we're talking about Plug Power. Honestly, one of my favorite companies, one of my favorite stocks I have in my portfolio, and one of the most exciting stocks to have and going into the future of technology, green powered solutions to power technology, vehicles, all of that good stuff. And it does look like if Plug Power keeps focusing on the future and keeps moving forward, that they could be one of the biggest hydrogen powered companies in the world just in the next 5 years. So talking about Plug Power, one of the things that we know that Plug Power does for their bread and butter is that they are in the handling and material market. That is where they get most of their money right now. Supplying forklifts, vehicles that have hydrogen fuel cell systems in them, whatever it may be, but most of that is in the handling and packaging sector where they do business. But one of the big things that we are excited about with Plug Power is that they have taken on this contract in a joint venture with French automaker Renault to produce hydrogen fuel cell vehicles and charging stations. But saying that too, there is a double-edged sword there. One of the main things that puts back this hydrogen fuel cell market right now is that where do you get hydrogen fuel cell from? And obviously this reminds you of Tesla. When Tesla first came out, this was a comment that was constantly being said, you know, how do I charge my car when I'm traveling? How do I charge my car in general? Well, we're seeing the same thing with the hydrogen fuel cell market as these hydrogen vehicles come out. Now, there are hydrogen fuel cell stations already through the United States, most of them of which are in pretty big cities, and the rural areas not happening. Now, what is the big thing with Plug Power? Why am I spending over $30 a share right now? You are spending over $30 a share right now for Plug Power for what it can be and what it should be in the coming future. One thing that we know is that the green energy sector is going to continue to grow. No matter the president that is running the United States, no matter who is running whatever in what part of the world, green energy is going to continue to grow. It's going to happen. Especially as this EV market takes effect, people are going to want another solution, and hydrogen fuel cell is another especially as this EV market takes off, people are going to look for another solution, especially when it comes to long distance. And hydrogen fuel cell is very nice for long distance. Now, Plug Power is not a company that has a ton of cash on hand. They actually have never really come out with a good quarterly. It's just really in the past year and a half that they have been having crazy amount of movement in their stock. And obviously that has been generating money for them as a company. But what Plug Power is saying that by 2024, they should generate $1.7 billion in gross billings and expects $250 million in earnings before interest, taxes. So with Plug Power at a market capitalization of more than $18 billion, that scares a lot of people. And yeah, it should, because there's a lot that has to happen just in the next few years for Plug Power to really do what they're wanting to do and succeed and keep this stock price. So obviously there are other companies that deal with hydrogen fuel cell. Plug Power is not the only one, but Plug Power is one of the most popular ones. And honestly, when dealing with companies and dealing with stocks, as simple as this might sound, usually a lot of the time the most popular company will bring in the biggest stock price, whether they're worth that or not. You do see that a lot, and that will bring in hype as well. And that's a lot what you're dealing with right now with Plug Power. You are buying into a little bit of a hype price right here, because obviously they have not been bringing in quarterlies to sustain a $30 share, over $30 at this point, to where this is logical why you're buying into a company with over $30 a share right now that is not bringing out great quarterlies. So when it comes to Plug Power, this is a stock that you are literally buying into the future, what they could be. It's just like Tesla. When you spend $700 on a share price of Tesla, it's because you're looking into the future of what Tesla could be. And this is what you're buying into with Plug Power. You have to pay to be a part of it right now, and that's the thing that a lot of people are realizing with the future of this company. If you want to be a part of it in the next 4 to 5 years, you're going to have to pay to be a part of it. But friends, we do know the EV market and the hydrogen fuel cell market, they are gonna be popping in the next 5 years, and there's gonna be a big fight there. So I think it's pretty safe to say that, as sad as this might sound, within the next 5 to 10 years, that we're gonna see the gasoline vehicle really take a hit, and hydrogen fuel cell and the EV market are really gonna pop. So you definitely want to be a part of that, and Plug Power may be one of those companies that you want to put at the top of the watch list, because this one could get crazy here and it may get away from you. So friends, with that said, remember, be positive, be you. I wish you all the luck investing, and Plug Power is definitely a company that I will always have in my portfolio. I'm very excited about it. So friends, I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.